Hey guys, this is a video on some of the Harbor Freight stuff I bought over the years that has held out and lasted and was I would recommend buying. They held up pretty good, all these tools, and a lot of them are very old, and I've never had to warranty them out or replace them. I just thought I'd share this with you. We'll start here on the right. This is the older version. That's how old this is. This is the older Earthquake, Central Pneumatic Earthquake, half-inch drive impact. This thing's on a heavy side. I've never had any problem with all this, guys. It's been a fantastic tool. And when I was using air tools a lot when I was younger, this was my go-to for many years. This is probably, if I had to guess, I don't know. I'm going to say 20 years old. I've had it for at least 20 years. I've never had a problem with it. Half-inch drive. This one I bought about 12 years ago. It's Central Pneumatic 3/8 impact gun, Earthquake, the Earthquake series. It's a little bit smaller. Actually, it's a lot smaller than a half-inch drive. And it's got the big dial here to change for the pressure settings. It's good for getting in tight areas. I've never had any problem with that. It's worked great, and I wouldn't hesitate to use that if I was still. I don't use air tools as much anymore because I use a lot of cordless, but if I was still using air tools all the time, I would grab that in a second. Never had any problem. This one here is about 35 years old. It's made by Central Pneumatic. Bought it at Harbor Freight. Bought it about, what did I say, 35 years ago? And it never had any problems with it. It's a right angle drill. It's got the little boot on here. It's got the little button there for oil, to put oil in there. This thing is held up, guys. I used to use it all the time when I was using mostly air back then, but now I got electric one I use quite a bit. But this has never failed me, guys. You can't beat it. Take a gander. Harbor Freight is in the house. And over here, Orbital. Can you say that right? Right angle, dual action. This is a nice little air tool, guys, for body work or light sanding. Works great. Actually, I bought two of these. That's how much I liked them. I bought two of them, and back when I was working with my brother a lot, and he would use one, I used the other, and at the same time, nice little tool. And I got more Harbor Freight, but this is the stuff that I would recommend because it's held up. This is a little 1/4-inch drive air ratchet. This is pretty old. I'm going to say this was probably 20 years old. I don't even know. I never had any problems with that. It's pretty small, lightweight, works great. The ratchets, I never had any problem with the ratchets. You know, I mean, I always liked the ratchets. That's the Pittsburgh. I'm not sure what the series that is. The green ones are, I don't know what they call those, but this is a Pittsburgh. This one here is an old Pittsburgh. This is an old Pittsburgh Pro. The older version, 72 tooth. Both nice little ratchets. I still use them. I got no problem. No problem at all with them, guys. There's nothing wrong with them. They got these old, this is an old set, probably 30 years old. Little picks, angled picks, and whatnot. And I don't think I ever even broke any of those. This stuff has never let me down. Excuse me, guys. You guys have seen these screwdrivers. I use them for beaters. You can still get these, but I think there might be a catalog, only in the catalog now. I'm not sure, but these are old. Had them for a long time, and it's got a bolster in, which I love. Nothing wrong with those guys. I use them all the time. They're punches and lineup tools. I've used them over and over. Never had any problem with these. And over here, I got the hollow punch set. You know, if you got to make it a gasket, you want to put holes in it where the bullets go through. You can tell it's old. It's got a lot of rust on it. These work great, guys. And they were cheap. A lot of these tools are cheap. Never had a problem. And I bought this old, die stamping set. All the letters and numbers and whatnot. Hardened steel. These work great. You hit with a hammer for making ID marks and someone parts back together. This is a heavy little set. I bet you this set here weighs about, oh God, this has got to weigh 15 pounds, maybe 20. It's pretty heavy. They work great, guys, and they're cheap. They've never let me down on any of these tools, and I've had them for years and years. You can see the rust on these. I'm not kidding how old they are. Transfer punches, Pittsburgh transfer punch set, 28-piece set. You can see it there. That's old. Never had any problem. Yeah, they're a little bit rusty, but they still work. You want to transfer a hole? Punch. Here you go. Here's a puller. You know, either a pitman arm or not a ball joint, a tie rod or a pitman arm or something like that. There's a little puller. Never had any problem with it. I think the Metalwork stuff was made in Taiwan for this. So you know it's not junk. Taiwan, can you see it? Probably just barely make it out. Taiwan. This one is definitely a tie rod end. I've used this. This one's made in Taiwan. I have never had a problem with it, guys. You know, I mean, you don't got to pay a lot of money sometimes to get a tool that's going to last. These are interesting. These old pliers here, I don't use them much anymore. I got more expensive stuff now as I got older. This is for flaring tools, brake lines or fuel lines on the car. The old plier type where the dies are built in, you turn them. This is old. You can see all the rust on it. Probably a lot of it was from brake fluid and it rusted away to paint. It's kind of a relic. I don't even know if they still make this. I think they still do. That's a handy little tool. If you're going to do especially if you're going to do one on a car. You know, here's another interesting tool, guys. You want to pull a battery terminal off, or you know those windshield wiper arms, when the ones you take the nut off and they're still hard to get off. You put this on it, and you dial it in, you pull it off. That's a handy little tool, guys. I still use that one a lot. They're dead blow hammers. I got some other ones here, but I got the orange ones. These have held up, guys. You can beat the living crap out of them, and they keep coming back for more. How about this, guys? You guys are going to laugh at that one, right? That little hammer there, you ever get it? It's Pittsburgh. You probably see the name on it. See if I can get it in there for you. Pittsburgh. You get a little tight area where you want to hit something. You know, you don't need a lot of power behind you, but you need some power to get it off. This little thing comes in handy. I've had guys laugh about that, and guess what? I've had many, many guys grab for that in my shop. And last but not least is their files. Are they best files? No, but they held up. I think I broke one maybe. I bought a couple sets of these just to have multiple sets of them. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not high-quality files, but they get the job done, guys. Those are some of my picks. I got more, but those are some of my picks in this video. And let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think, and tell me what you use, and tell me what you had luck with. I'm interested in hearing what you guys got to say. Okay, guys, take care.